We got this cute little box. I have like a black and white one. This other box, but it has like absolutely no indication of what it is. Yes, yes, thank you, Illuma Crate, thank you. I have one with animals on it. I have one that I trust. It's one with flowers on it. If you love book smells, you're gonna love journal smells, trust me. Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is Mabel from Mabel Journals. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you stay a while. I hope you subscribe and you stay with us and you join our community. If not, welcome back. Hey, how you doing? How's everything been? I am so excited to have you here. I have an interesting, very fun video planned. So for today's video, as the title suggests, I am going to be quickly doing a quick Q&A. I asked on my Instagram if you had any questions for me for my next video, and I ended up getting a few responses, so I'm happy to answer those. One of the most overwhelming responses though was what materials I use, along with just other questions that I feel like I need a whole video for. So if you don't hear your question, it's probably because I am already planning a full video on it. The one I will answer in this video with a little bit more volume is the materials that I use. Another thing I have planned for this video is I did get a few packages today, so I kind of want to open them with you and see what's in there. Yeah, I just kind of wanted this to be like a Q&A conversation type, you know, thing, because why not, right? All right, so without further ado, let's get started with the Q&A, then we'll move on to the materials I use for my journals, and then we'll do an unboxing. Maybe not in that order, but I promise you all of those things will happen in this video. So I have my questions here. I promise you none of these questions or none of these answers are scripted. I'm just gonna speak from the heart. Once again, thank you to everyone who has sent me their questions. I really, really appreciate it. So the first question that I'm gonna answer is, how do you read books so quickly? So many books so quickly. Thank you so much for this question. And the main way that I read books so quickly is, one is I listen to the books sometimes, like I do audiobooks. I also do like e-books like on Kindle or Kindle. Another thing that I do is sometimes I wake up early to start my reading day. I'll probably wake up like 5 a.m. and I'll read maybe 5 to like 7 a.m. and then start my work day. Or I'll do the night routine if it's a weekend. I'll usually, like right after I log off of work, 5 o'clock, then I'll dedicate like 4 or 5 hours to reading. I don't really watch as much TV, so I feel like instead of like binge watching a show, I like binge read. And yeah, that's usually how I usually read books quickly. All right, so the next question is, when did you start journaling? So I started journaling when the pandemic first started, actually. I was journaling like a bullet journal, not necessarily a reading journal. I was still a teacher back then, and so I didn't end up actually forming a reading journal until probably 2021. So the next question is, where do you find your inspiration for your journal? Pinterest, question mark? Yes, a lot of my inspiration started initially on Pinterest, and it's mostly just like the color variations, the different things to track, the spreads, stuff like that. I'll kind of just try to see if I can find variations in ways of doing spreads, because there's so many different ways to track certain things that you might not find anywhere else. Sometimes I even see some of my ideas in a different variation online as well. So it's just like we're all these creative minds just trying to find different ways to strategize and be creative overall. So I think that that's beautiful. Next question is, how long does it typically take to finish a journal entry? That's a really good question. Normally it would probably take me maybe 15-20 minutes, but because I'm recording it for TikTok and Instagram, it usually takes me like maybe 30-40 minutes sometimes, just because I have to make sure that I'm filming it so that it's clear to the viewers what I'm doing. And I also want to do it in a way that is aesthetically pleasing as well, so that it looks pretty. Next question, do you have templates? I don't. Not yet. I haven't even started figuring out how I would share this with all of you. So I'm still working on that. But all right, so the next question is, what do you write in your journal entries? That's a good question because it really depends on how I felt about the book. If I really enjoyed the book, it's gonna be my thoughts. It's gonna be my ideas. It's gonna be like, why did this happen? Like, you know, I'm just gonna go off. But if I didn't enjoy the book as much, if it was more just like a book that I read that I enjoyed while I was reading it, but I'm not gonna think about it forever, I'd probably write down the summary just because I feel like I'm gonna forget about the book. So let me just write down what I remember. That's usually what I do. All right, so we have now reached the portion of the video where I'm gonna go over quickly the materials that I use, and I'm just gonna separate it into different categories, starting with paper products. So the most important thing is the journal. So I use Archer and Olive journals. I absolutely love Archer and Olive journals. I have not really moved away from doing my journaling from Archer and Olive because I haven't really had the need to try anything else. I recently have tried new things and I'm working to see if I like them. But as of right now, Archer and Olive is my top, my favorite, my ride or die, the one that I trust.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, complete.
These are two examples of what they look like in their boxes. They smell delicious. If you love book smells, you're gonna love journal smells. Trust me. Okay, this one's from the summer collection last year. This is an 8x8 Archer and Olive notebook. They come with 160 pages. So usually if I read 100 books a year, then I know I'm gonna have more than enough pages to track in the beginning along with my journal entries, if that makes sense. Another common material, paper material that you normally see me use is I cut off like little pieces of notebook paper, notepad paper, and these are also from Archer and Olive. I'll go through them pretty quickly, but it comes in a notepad like this. And it comes in like, the notepad usually has more than one color, and it's also dot grid. So I cut it out and I'm able to put it right in my notebook and not worry about like not being even or not like having it be as straight as everything else on the page because it does have the dot grids on there. So I have this one, this is from their summer collection. I have another one from their summer collection. This is the pastel one, which has all the colors. This one came from, I believe it's like one of their boxes, a tropical box that they had. It's small already, so it's like more convenient. Then I have their three basic, the original ones that originally came in these colors, which is the black, the white, and the craft paper. And then I also have their rainbow collection as well, which basically has every single color in the rainbow. And I think this is the most recent one I purchased from them, which is like more grays and black, like dark grays, this like green color, and then like a variation of grays is really what's in there. I just wanted to have variety, especially because I knew I use it often. So usually what I do is I like cut off the paper from here and I cut it into like a small little section so that I can write in all like those details that I usually put in my journals. What I've been using most recently for those details though is Post-it notes, and I've been using these a lot. These are from Unicorn Eclipse online. I found them on TikTok and then I found them on Instagram, and I absolutely love everything in their shop. They've designed all of these Post-it, really good quality Post-it with, like I said, their designs on them. So if I have like a theme that matches with whatever book I read, I usually use these. In addition to that, I also got some from SHEIN, which look like this. I have like varying colors of those. And okay, next let's move on to stickers and washi tape and all of that. So for stickers, I recently bought a sticker album. I normally use Pipsticks when I use stickers on my journals, and this was just a good way to like kind of organize all of my stickers. Hopefully you can see, but like I'm able to like organize them in like a cute album type thing, and it's just easier to find. I also have like this huge thing full of like random stickers in it too. I also use washi tape. I I have a very large collection of washi tape. This is one of 6 boxes of washi tape that I have that are filled like this. This is my color variation. I have like a black and white one. I have one with animals on it. I have one with flowers on it. I've been collecting washi tape basically all my life. So I can't tell you where I got each and every single one of them, but I can let you know that I did get it from a variety of Etsy shops. I got them from washitape.com. I got them from Archer and Olive has a lot of really good quality washi tape as well. Pipsticks also has very good washi tape quality as well. Yeah, just a variety of places, like anywhere that sells washi tape, that's basically where I got it from. And I started off doing like samples from Etsy. There's certain shops that send you like little samples of their washi tape, and it's usually enough if you don't know what kind of washi tape you like. I started off buying literally everything, and then little by little I kind of started discovering what type of washi tape I liked for what kind of designs are given, which ones are a little bit better quality, which ones are not, things like that. So that's my washi tape. I'm gonna quickly talk about my book stickers. I basically just use any sticker paper. I've tried basically every kind of sticker paper that's out there, and I can tell you that my favorite is the vinyl sticker paper, because it has like the soft effect to it, and so it prints out the covers of the books a little bit better than other ones. So I definitely recommend that. I put it in this container so that I can put it in alphabetical order. I've tried different ways to organize this, but this has been the best way so far, and I really like how it looks. I like how easy it is to find my stuff, and I love that it keeps it nice and safe. Okay, so now let's talk pens, let's talk markers. I absolutely love pens and markers, and I think one of my favorite pens that I've ever tried has been the Zebra Mildliners, and they also come out with brush pens, which are these, and they look like this. They are basically the same thing and the same color variations, except that they have a brush tip pen, so it's kind of easier to like color things in with it, and it's also easier obviously to do calligraphy. You can also use like the regular, they're basically like highlighters is really what they're considered, but you can use them for anything, because on one side it has a chisel tip, and then on the other side it has a point tip. So you can basically use it as a regular marker, you can use it as a highlighter. And the brush tip pens have a side that has a brush tip, and then the other side is like a little bit thinner of a tip, point tip, than these. So you kind of have like 4 different kinds of markers in a variety of colors, which is amazing. I use the Tombow pens. These are the Tombow dual markers. On one side they have the brush tip, and on the other side they have the point tip. So very similar to the Zebra Mildliners and the Zebra brush pens, they have 2 different sides. So depending on what you're looking to color in, this is usually what I use for when I'm filling out the pages that I've done. I just make a line with the point tip, and then I fill it in with the highlighter. But for the pen that I use for every single spread, I use the Writech liquid roller pens. These are my holy grail. These are the only ones you ever see me use for literally everything I write in black ink on my journal. When I tell you I bought these in 2020, and this is a new pack, by the way, but my original pack I'm still using the same. I have not thrown away one pen, and you see how much I use them. I can't even begin to explain what kind of magic these pens have. I don't know. I can't tell you, but they've lasted me so long. When I realized after a year of using the same pack, of not only using the same pack, but using the same only 2 markers, because I'm like, you know what, I'm only gonna use 2 pens so I can see how long it lasts. And then that way it'll tell me like how many more packs I need to get or how worth it this product is. I used 2 pens for 2 years, for 1 year, and when I tell you I'm still using the same pens, the thickness of it does change a little bit, but not even a big difference. Like, it's crazy. So I went online and I bought 2 more. I'm like, these are gonna become popular soon because everyone is gonna love how long they last. No one's buying them, but these I promise you this video is not sponsored by anyone because this is just my second video, but this is my favorite kind of pen. This is the pen that I use for literally everything in my journal, and I cannot recommend it enough. All right, and now I'm just gonna go over just a few random tools that I use for the rest of my journals. The notebook paper that I use, or the journal paper that I use from Archer and Olive, I usually make it sticky on one side with this tape. This is a Tombow mono liner. I refilled it, so the pink ones are usually like dots, but I did refill it with like the regular blue one, so it's like a straight line instead of just dots. So this works really well. Any tape runner works really well. I've literally used varying kinds. The only reason why I'm suggesting you try this one is because it's refillable, and when I bought like a huge pack of them and found out that they weren't refillable and I had to throw away all this plastic, I nearly cried. So do your part in helping the environment and get the refillable ones so that you only have to throw away a tiny piece of it and not like the whole thing. So yeah. Random product I use is this corner cutter. Since the journal has like natural like round edges, sometimes I like to match it, or sometimes when I insert a page I need to cut the corners, or when I put something like on the side I need to cut the corners. I've used this multiple times. I've bought a variety of colors of these that have different cuts, but the main one I use is this aqua color because it rounds it in various ways, 3 different ways. If you can, hopefully you can see that. Last but not least, stamps. I get all of my stamps from Modern Stamp Maker on Instagram, on TikTok. She's on Etsy. She's amazing. She is super, super cool. You should follow her. I started off just getting the star stamp, which is the one I use normally, and I've evolved. I also got like the spicy one because it comes with like a spicy one. I haven't read enough books that are spicy this year so far. And the ghost one for scary ones I got as well. So I get the size 1.5 because I feel like it's a good enough size. I don't want it to be too big. I don't want it to be small. I want it to be easy to fill in and stuff like that. So that's what I use for that. And then for my ink, I use VersaFine in Onyx Black. Hopefully you can see that. I use this tiny little one because I like that I can just put it exactly where I need it and don't have to worry about it. And I just put it in this little container. So that concludes all of the products that I use. If I missed anything, if there's anything that you are interested in that I didn't talk about, let me know, so that I can let you know on the comments. Okay, I needed a water break. So the next portion of this video, I am gonna unbox these 2 boxes that I got in the mail. Let's start with this one because I don't really know what this is. It's from Hatchet Group. Did I not bring my scissors? I wonder. Oh, okay. So I got David Baldacci's Simply Lies, which is a thriller. Looks like this. Vicky Gibson, single mother and former detective, leads a hectic life similar to that of many moms, juggling the demands of her 2 small children with tasks of her job working remotely for Pro-Eye, a global investigation company that hunts down wealthy tax and credit cheats. When Mickey gets a call from a colleague named Arlene Robinson, basically this book is about a single mom who is just trying to like obviously navigate through life and finds herself in like this whole like investigation kind of crime scene type deal. She sees a dead body when someone tells her to go to that house for a particular reason, and to me it just sounded really interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the cover, but I do like the idea of the book and I definitely will read it. Thank you so much for sending me this book and I am excited to read it. Maybe my first thriller this year, I don't know, we'll see. I got a yellow box, so you probably already know what that is, although it doesn't say Illumicrate on it anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's like a monthly subscription for it. Yes, it is. And there's a lot of stuff in here, look. It's so fun. All right, so the box is Live Like Legends, March 2023. And you know what's crazy? I got my fairy loot box yesterday, and it was my March fairy loot box, and it came in March. That has never happened to me before, which is crazy. And this one just came April 1st, which is also pretty soon. Usually I get it like the middle of April for a March box. So y'all are doing better. I hope you keep it up. First we have like this little, it looks like a lunch bag. Let me open it up. Yes, it's definitely a lunch bag. And it's like this. Has a zipper. Yes, and the inside is insulated. It's like this aluminum insulation to keep things either warm or cold. So this is cute. I like it. I wonder what this is inspired by. Oh, and it has like a front pocket too, like right here, which is nice. Them is the Underworld lunch bag. Take your lunch or snacks with you wherever you go with your very own Underworld inspired lunch bag. And then, ooh, we got a teapot. We got this cute little box. And it says that it is Mount Olympus and the Underworld teapot, collectible teapot. So hopefully we get a few more, because I love collecting. Oh, and it's so cute. Oh, it's so little. Oh, I've wanted a teapot for so long. Look at that. It has like gold engraving, gold like enamel on there, and the little teapot. It is very cute. I am very much happy with this because I love tea, and now I'll have a teapot for my tea. Will I use it as a teapot, or will I use it to decorate my shelves? I don't know. What else we got in here? So we have this other box, but it has like absolutely no indication of what it is. I think I know what this is, and I'm so excited for it. Come on. Yes! I've been wanting more of these for the longest time. It's the little like pencil cases. I have one right here. This is the last one I got. The only one I ever got. But look, now I have more than one. I am so happy. This is my favorite thing in this box. I love this. Yes, yes, thank you, Illumicrate, thank you. Got this sticker sheet, which is another thing that Fairy Loot does too. Like, they put sticker sheets and it counts as an item, and I don't think that it should, to be honest with you. Like, maybe if it was like a sticker book, but like a sticker sheet, I feel like one sticker sheet, I don't know, it's a little, it shouldn't count as an item in my opinion. Let me know what you think if you get Fairy Loot, or just in general what you think. But this is cute. It has like a bunch of like little stickers of all these different things. Let's see the book. Lies We Sing to the Sea by Sarah Underwood. I'm very excited to read this. Her life to appease a god, his life to save a kingdom. I'm excited. So this is what it looks like. It's all gold. And then this other side's all gold. And then look at that sprayed edge. Look at that. Look at that. This is what it looks like without a dust jacket. And then the end papers with her signature. And the other side. It's like that. I heard of this book at all, but it seems promising. Death was only the start of her story. In the cursed kingdom of Ithaca, each summer brings the hanging of 12 maidens, a gift to the vengeful Poseidon. For 17 years, Leto has escaped the curse's mark until now. But death does not claim Leto. Instead, she wakes on a mysterious island greeted by immortal Melantho. She tells Leto that Ithaca's sacrifices are the legacy of the great Odysseus, payment for the lives of Queen Penelope's 12 maidens cast into the ocean centuries ago. Leto has the chance to break the curse. She has to kill the prince of Ithaca. I'm not going to read any more because I feel like that's already enough. We love an independent woman taking ownership and breaking curses, and I'm excited. All right, y'all, so that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give it a like. I hope you subscribe. I hope you come back for the next video that's coming up. Also, I'm excited to continue, and I hope that you come along with me. Leave me a pencil emoji if you stayed for the whole thing, because I just like to know people who stay. You don't have to stay for the whole thing, but if you do, it's sweet and I want to know. So yeah, thanks guys, and I hope to see you on the next one.